Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here for a weekend video. We had a great week. Not the beginning of the week, just like normal. For some reason, our Mondays suck. But our weekend this week was awesome, and we will go over that with you in just a second.
If you're new, this is Linda. I am Cameron. We are online resellers. We sell stuff on platforms like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop. Most of these items we buy at garage sales, thrift stores, and estate sales. We're going to show you all of our sales from Friday through Sunday, so 3 days in our online business. We do this part-time. We put a lot of time into it, but I have another job. Linda has a job, but this is how we supplement our income.
And we have children.
We do, and Linda likes to spend. So anyways, this is how we make some extra money to, you know, pay. Well, I don't really buy anything unless it's for reselling.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm cheap.
I know we go to like thrift stores and I walk out with stuff for me and he walks out with stuff.
We're basically just buying to cover Linda's stuff.
Whatever he buys is just, I have to make sure I keep under that limit. So whatever he would make would pay for what I bought.
It's really hard to make a profit sometimes. Anyways, let's get into it.
But we're not negative.
We're not negative. How did we do this weekend?
So we had 45 sales across 3 of our platforms this weekend,
cool.
Which is awesome. We love it when we hit the triple threes and the triple three. We love it when we hit 3 platforms, and we did just under 1560, which is super good because guys know our goal. You guys know that our goal is $400 a day. You do the math. We exceeded that, which is awesome.
Yeah, we go for $400 a day. We used to, like during COVID, that was like easy, but things have changed, so we're trying to match that goal now. We do sell on 4 platforms, really, and 3 of the 4 came through. So let's get into it. First is on
Mercari. So over on Mercari, we sold Supernatural. We've got seasons 1 through 9. Most of them are sealed.
The ones that aren't actually sealed, but there's a tear in the seal, but they've not been opened, I'm pretty sure.
So it's just that seal just started to break. Somebody had them sitting somewhere. But Cameron purchased those, and then we sold them on Mercari for $75.
That might be free shipping. I'm not sure.
No, plus shipping.
Oh, good. That's not a full. What?
Cool.
Yeah, it's not a full set for one. There are. I don't know if there's 11 seasons or 14 seasons. Okay. Yeah, but I've had them. They sat on eBay for the longest time, and they finally sold them. I decided to cross split them. I'm like, I'm gonna get them over there. Maybe some other eyes will get on them, and they sold. So that was cool.
Awesome. Then we go over to Depop, and our first sale on Depop was a pair of Coach Cardinals. These are the women's high top canvas coaches.
Not hard to see, but they look like that.
They're a size 7.5. They have some scuffs and stuff, but they still have a lot of life.
I washed them.
Even being white.
Yeah, I took the magic eraser the best I could, got them cleaned up. I think I paid $3 or $4 from one of my sources.
And those did sell for $27 shipped.
I think plus shipping.
Plus shipping.
They paid shipping on this
one. They paid shipping.
I'm pretty sure on this one. We have another one they didn't. When I first started on Depop, I was doing free shipping like eBay, but since then I've now charged shipping. So some of our older items still show free shipping, and our newer items will
be the next one, which is the other item on Depop that sold. This is a vintage 90s mountain lion graphic. It's the Wade Hayes tour shirt on the front, and then it's got the mountain lion on the back. So
huge graphic on it. Cool.
That Wade Hayes concert tour shirt really kicked in with the 90s having the big animal print on it, and that's what made it a little bit more valuable. So that did sell for $34, and then shipped, free shipping.
It'll probably cost around $6 to ship it. I think I'm in it for a couple bucks. On the shoes, they paid shipping, whatever it is, for a couple bucks. So those are both offers. I think the shoe was listed at 30. They offered 27. So I'm like, sure. And the shirt was at 40, and they offered 34. So Depop is our least selling platform. Poshmark is probably number 1 this year, but then Mercari, then Depop. And Poshmark didn't even come through. So
yeah, we're sad.
But eBay is our bread and butter, so let's get into what's sold on eBay.
First up on eBay, this is an old vintage hand carved fishing spearing decoy. It's got a weight, or it's supposed to have a weight in its belly. Or is it that right there?
We think so. I don't know much about it. I kind of just put in my description, I don't know what it is. It may be one of these. That's what it looks like. This, I bought a bunch of wooden ducks and birds, and there was a couple fit. Well, one fish, and then I got another fish later. And this, I put at auction for $45, and it sold for
$45.
Yep, so pretty cool. I think I'm in everything for like $114, and I had a bunch of like CDs and DVDs and all kinds of patches and pins and just a bunch of stuff. So
awesome.
We're gonna make some good money on that deal.
Next up, we got a Peloton cycling bike pedals. where it hooks onto like shoes and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, these came off the original bike, and they had bought, because they were in the box of an aftermarket pair of pedals. So they must have put the aftermarket one on, and they put these back in the box. I paid $5, and they sold for
$30 shipped.
Very nice.
Then we got a lot of 21 Andre Rowe music DVDs. There's Christmas, love songs, greatest hits.
They're all in here.
All of that, and that set we picked up on Facebook Marketplace, and that sold for $70 shipped.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of CDs that we also have listed for those too. So
then we sold some golf clubs. This is a Cleveland Golf Tour Action set. It's got an iron lot of 4 through 9. They're right-handed. They're steel shaft, and that set did sell for $105 shipped.
I think I'm probably in them for 20 or so.
Yeah, and these are an older listing, so but it's nice when we sell a set of them to get them out of there.
We sold a set of the Callaway gems or whatever the other day, so sets are nice.
Next up, vintage Terrible Swift sword game maps only. So we did part this sucker out, and it had the little pieces that go onto the map, tiles. The little tiles, and then we sold the maps themselves for $30 shipped. Next up, Savers, I picked up a Back to Basics blender, smoothie blender, the Elite. This is the yellow one, which is actually one that is a harder to find one because people didn't buy the yellow one back then.
You usually find the white one.
The white one, and then there's a red one too. But I was like, I really think it'll do us some good. I paid $20 after this.
Probably
with
a little
discount,
bit,
yeah.
A little, save maybe $1 or $2 on it.
And then this is the first piece to sell. The actual blade sold for $25 shipped.
So we're probably not making our money back just yet with the fees and everything. We're probably close, but we also have like the blender, like the base. We have the pusher and the actual like blender, whatever it is.
So pretty happy. Get excited when it's something I did. Next up, we've got a.
Me too.
Yeah, but all of this is yours. That's the only one
I get excited about it all.
That's the only one I got up here. This is a Leif & Swift special hairdryer. It's kind of like, it's supposed to mimic the Dyson one. So this is an off-brand one to mimic the Dyson.
It's a good quality though. Like when you pull it, it's super nice. The box actually heavy.
Yeah,
the crazy thing is
probably made by Dyson.
Went to a garage sale, and the lady, I'm like, hey, is this work? Is this good? She goes, oh, you should hear the story. So the lady asked for the Dyson for Christmas. One of her daughters got her just like a Conair blow dryer. One of her daughters got like a cheap one from Walmart, and one of her daughters got her this one. They all got a different one. This one was like $100 and something when she got it, but that's not what she wanted.
3 of them should have gone in and just purchased her the Dyson.
So she wanted the Dyson, which is like a few $100, $400, whatever it is.
Yeah, it is.
And she ended up getting that. Like her husband ended up buying it for her later, but she didn't use this one. She had it at 30. I offered her 20 because I never heard of the brand. It is new open box, just a little damage out to the box, but it sold for
$90 shipped.
So that's a good brand to see if you can find it, and if you don't want to pay full price for the Dyson.
Yeah. Next up, we got a Craig remote for not sure, sold for $15 shipped.
Craig is not a great brand. There's just no one listing this remote, so when you list it a little bit higher, you can actually sell it. It takes a while, but that's why that one did that.
Makes sense. Next up, we have the Book of Common Prayer from 1979, the Episcopal Church, sold for $13.50 shipped. Then Betty Boop, the Definitive Collection Set 1 and 2. These are laser discs. Maybe.
Yeah, they're right here.
He's working on it.
Yeah, they're pretty cool little sets here. $5 a piece at a garage sale.
There you go.
And they sold for
$67.50 shipped.
Those were good. Very cool.
Next up, we've got John Henry Horse. Oh, this is a John Henry Horse Racing money clip from possibly 1990, 1985.
I think it's got a little pin with it too.
Yes, it does. And that sold for just under $20 shipped.
One of our buys, we got a bunch of Santa Anita, that's just like a horse racetrack, like a bunch of little pins and different stuff, and that was in there, and it sold.
Then we've got a Wowie Roboraptor X, the 32-inch dinosaur. This is the replacement end tail. We have these pieces just sitting in a box, and they've been sitting there for a minute. And that Robo tail finally sold for $9 shipped.
Yeah, the thing was, the robot dinosaur didn't work. I think I sold the battery thing first, which actually sold the best, the battery cover. And then now we sold this, and we have a couple like the feet or whatever. But when you part stuff out, sometimes you get yourself in trouble because you just find a way to part out everything. I mean, we're only making like $2 on that thing probably.
And it sat there for a long time.
Yeah, so it's really not worth it. Don't do everything I do, you know. And again, when I first listed that, shipping was even cheaper. So we probably would have made $3, you know. But now it's down to $2.
Next up, Vintage Craftsman. This is a 15mm 12-point combo wrench. It sold for $9 and some change.
Again, one of those ones.
Then one of our bears sold It's the Robert Rake's Emma Bear. She's in an adorable little pink dress. She's in the original box with the certificate and did sell for $45 shipped.
And the best part about it, the last set we sold 2 of them to the same buyer, but they were like in Pennsylvania. This is the one.
Yeah.
Here's what she looks like. Hideous.
They're scary bears. She's actually going to California, which is awesome.
Yeah, so when I sold $45 to California, we're actually going to make some good money on this one.
Yeah, because as you can see, it is not little. These are, that's why when we had them all stored up here and we had none of them selling, they were taking up a lot of space until we moved them to...
And now they're selling.
Now they're selling. Now,
like
yeah, he has to get up into the attic to get them.
It's like our rafters of our garage, and I put them out of the way, but I'm glad they keep selling, and
we'll take it.
If we can get $45, we're actually going to... We paid 10 a piece for them. We bought a bunch of dolls that day. We've made money. We're in the profit on it. We have 3 or 4 dolls left. 1, 2.
Those might be the next thing to move to see if we can get them to sell.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, I'm just happy to see them move.
For real.
So
next up, Warner Brothers Big Band Jazz and Swing, the short subject collection, sold for $17 shipped out of the Opera buy.
That was good.
Then we've got a vintage Tupperware 6-cup 2-quart measuring cup with the lid. Ooh. Sold
you don't see them with the lid.
No,
yeah, I see this
that's
one all the time, but the lid, yeah, that's why I got it. It was $1.
Sold for $19 shipped.
Which is too cool.
Then we got a vintage 90s Tim Brown Oakland Raiders jersey. It's an XXL, sold for $28 shipped.
I thought we would have sold for more. But
then we got another golf club. This is a U.S. Kids Golf Ultra Light Hybrid. It is a number 4. It's got the pink one. Adorable. It's with the training grip on it.
That's a little grip like this with a little weird thing sticking out. So. And
that did sell for $27 shipped. Next up, we got a vintage Disney and Friends sweatshirt. It's a size extra large. It's a crew neck.
It's very cool because it's got all the characters on the front of it.
All the characters, and it's got neon on it and stuff, which is really different. And that did sell for $50 shipped.
Buying it for about $5 at a garage. So I got another one that's got a Minnie Mouse all over print on it too. That was also fine. It was a great deal from an estate sale.
Next up, Cameron brought some of the designed duct tape pieces, the ones where it had different pieces. This is the s'mores one, so it's got marshmallow, graham crackers, and chocolate pieces on there. We sold 5 of those pieces for $40 shipped.
I think I paid, it was either $1.50 a roll or $1 a roll is what it was. So and we sold another set. I forgot which one we sold. I didn't sell the whales. I know I have the whales.
What did we sell?
Was it the bacon?
Bacon, probably.
I have a bacon one. I had that one, and it was the forest one, the little animal one.
Oh, yes.
I had one like little forest animals. I think
this one's probably perfect in time because summer's going to be coming up, so whoever is crafting with it is probably excited to have a s'mores one for whatever they choose to do with it. Yeah, I remember back in the day having duct tape wallets. This was before duct tape came out with the fancy wrap and stuff.
Back then it was just a color, different colors.
We just had different colors, and you would pay somebody at school to make you a duct tape wallet.
And my cousin used to make the wallets. So
there we go.
He was a hustler.
Next up, we got a Jada Big Time 1955 Chevy step-side tow truck. It's a 1/24 scale.
It's not in great shape. This actually tow mechanism is jacked up here with the string and everything, and El mirror is gone.
And that did sell for $36 shipped.
That was, I think, $5.
We got a Lasco fan remote control, the 5-button one, sold for 10 and some change.
These little remotes, guys, for fans, AC, stuff like that, little heaters and stuff. Not a ton of money, but if you can find them in a garage sale or whatever, they do sell. People are always losing them and they're breaking.
That's true. They lose them like crazy. Next up, we've got a Tori Story. She's about 3 years old. She's a terror. And she
doesn't realize how heavy she is.
Very heavy. And she likes to come out here with Mommy and Daddy when she didn't go to bed because she took a nap a little too late.
Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Toby.
What are we doing? eBay? Okay, let's show them what's sold.
So we've got a Mark Miller book. This is Reborn, book 1. It's a hardcover. It's a first printing one. And here we go. There it is. It's got some cool graphics on the back too. And that did sell for just under $18 shipped. Then we got Donkey Kong Jungle for Nintendo GameCube. And that sold for $30 shipped. Oh, sorry, Jungle Beat. There is a difference. Then we've got Miss Pac-Man, a Sega Genesis video game. In the box, sold for 10 and some change. Came out of the video game 500 buy. Then Media Music, the professional music library production set. You guys have seen us sell these before. These are the ones that have like different
It's so heavy.
It's so heavy. Then why'd you grab it? It's got sound files on it.
There we go. Okay.
It's got a bunch of like sound files, like it could be like different drum beats or different things. Like it could be like a nature sound or whatever. It's
for video, film, broadcasting, and advertising.
So a guy bought a storage unit that I buy from all the time. The guy that owned it he made sounds, and he had a bunch of like royalties he would get from different sounds he would make for movies and stuff like that. Well, he had all these little professional media things. So they do sell if you can find them.
They do. In this set, we've got, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. And that set did sell for $103 shipped.
And we had some that were on DVDs that you could put in your computer.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
They sold, and we sold a couple sets of the CD ones. We've probably made $400 in those little sound file things.
Yeah, so definitely look for those because that's totally worth it. Next up, we got case only. We got Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS. Case only, sold for $8 shipped. Then New Tricks Season 5 on DVD. This has a DVD 800 buy. Sold for $7.50 shipped to a repeat buyer.
You're silly.
Then we got Euphoria, a gift from Euphoria. Wesley Watt and Bill Lincoln. And that one is out of the Rock Buy, and that sold for $30 shipped.
That's a good one right there.
That is a good one. Then one of our Apple mice sold. Mice, right? Mouse.
Yeah, I think it's...
Would it be considered a mouse? Because a mouse
Apple
is...
mouse. It's
an Apple mouse sold for $13.50 shipped.
At our house.
There was a Ghostbuster in our house?
Yeah.
Well, you're kind of giving him a hint of what's coming.
Next up, some of those tack hunt fish.
I think these are the right ones. I couldn't tell. I think so.
Yeah, these are the right ones. They're the athletic shorts for men. They're colorful. These are size extra large. We got a few pairs of them. These were a brand that were like, oh, is this a Temu brand? But it turned out that they're not. They're actually a really good brand.
Second one to sell.
And that pair of shorts did sell for $35 shipped, which is awesome. Next up, we've got an Aquasana clean water machine. It is new open box. It's got 2 filters included inside of it.
It's a dummy.
I know it's a Hulk up there. She calls Hulk Honk.
So
We can't see that.
it's a filter and everything. It's in the box, big box. So.
Paid $20. It's new open box. Excuse me. The lady I got it from, she does clean outs. She was free to her, but she wanted $25. I offered her $20. And it sold for
$110 shipped.
a little bit. It's a little bit of a box to ship it, but we'll make some money.
Next up, the Jet Sex airline stewardesses and the making of an American icon. That book did sell for $10 and some change. Then Pinocchio. We've got an original lithograph collectible card from Disney Movie Club. It's a 4x6, and that did sell for $8 shipped. Next up, the X-Files set. Sir. X-Files, sir. The Art of the X-Files. This is from the 1998 hardcover. And that did sell for $12 shipped. Next up, Ghostbusters.
Tell them about it. What is it?
Ghostbusters.
This is a Nintendo Wii game. Sold for $12 shipped. It is complete.
Who are you going to call?
My Ghostbusters.
Yep, you're going to call the Ghostbusters.
Then we got Grand Theft Auto 5.
Ghostbusters.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto 5 for PS3. Complete. Sold for $10 shipped.
Good job.
Then we got an original HP power adapter. This one is different because it does have the blue tip on the power cord, so it goes to certain laptops, and that did sell for almost $12 shipped.
Still wasn't worth it.
Next up, Skeleton Warrior. This is the Milton Bradley board game. It's got the replacement board.
I have the whole board game box here. I parted it out because it wasn't complete. So it's just the cardboard pieces that go to it. And they sold for...
Those sold for $15 shipped.
I paid $5 for the whole board game. We're just making some of our money back.
Next up, we got some Riders by Lee Denham. These are 26W. Relaxed fit, new with the tags, and those did sell for $28.
Those are women's. We got a bunch of denim for $1 a piece. We got a lot of the big boy Levi's and Wranglers, like 54, 50 size 58s. And then it also had a bunch of women's, like Lee Riders brand, stuff like that. So we're in it for $1 a piece. They're brand new with tag. It's been a great deal. This is our third one to sell. We're probably at about $90 in sales for 3, and we have a bunch more to go. So it's not the pawn, it's the bishop. Is it the bishop? Okay, yeah.
And then next up, you guys have heard about our King Tut Franklin Mint Monopoly game.
Stay closer.
Or sorry, chess game. There you go. That is the Bishop, the replacement Bishop. It's gold with the black base to it. We also have the gold with the white base to them. So this is the black one, and that did sell for $21 shipped.
I paid $50 for the whole set of the King Tut set. It was not, the board was broken, so I decided to part out the pieces, and we've done pretty well. We're probably in the profit now.
Yeah, I think so.
We've sold them, but I still have a lot more pieces to go. That is the car.
Last but not least, one of our Dungeons and Dragons book. This is the EX1, the Dungeon Land, sold for $22.50 shipped.
Okay, we're all done.
About
No, we already did the truck.
We already did the truck. We're done now. We're gonna say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Say
See
bye.
you later.
Say subscribe.
Goodbye.
Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We got to get this packed up and get her to bed and get ourselves to bed because we're going to start this week off. We have other jobs to do and still more stuff to show you this week of what sells. So.
Hello.
All right, thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.